What's up, you guys? It's your boy Nax back with another video. And today's video is gonna be an interesting one. This video is about, are coffee dates good or bad? Honestly, I don't got no problem with a coffee date. I'm gonna say more of my thoughts later on in the video, but let's just get into the video that I'm seeing and I'm gonna react to. So I guess this is a montage of a bunch of ladies talking about it and giving their opinion. So let's see, y'all.
Coffee dates don't make it easier for you. They make it easier for him to date multiple women.
Well, why is that though? How is coffee dates make it easier? Honestly, women make it easy to date multiple women, period, because y'all give up the punani without us having to marry y'all. And as a man, if I'm attractive and I got something going for myself, I know plenty of women are gonna want me, even if you decide you don't. I know plenty of women going to. And in today's day and age, y'all got sexual freaking whatever it's called, y'all know what I'm trying to say, where y'all can have sex with whoever you want and do what you want without being judged. So since y'all have that, I don't have to marry you to get sex, which in the past, in the 1920s, you had to marry a girl to smash her, but now I don't have to. You made it. By doing that, you made it easier to date multiple women because I don't have to marry you. I don't even have to make you my girlfriend. I just have to make you feel good. And then eventually, if you're attracted to me, you're going to want to smash. That's what made it easier. Coffee dates have nothing to do with it, yo.
Don't make it easier for you. They make it easier for him to date multiple women.
I feel like the kind of man that is inviting a woman out on a very first date at a coffee shop is a man who is either trying to be cheap or a man who is going out on several dates and he's trying to save money on those dates. And so he's trying to find the most cost-effective option for dating a woman.
And because a lot of men, one thing as a man that I don't ever want to go through, that I see a lot of other men go through, I don't want to be a part of a girl rotation. I don't want to take a girl out on a date that's really not interested in me, but you know what she interested in? Getting a good free meal. Like, I done seen plenty of guys take a girl out to eat, spend $300-$400 on one meal on her, let her order lobster and all types of stuff just for the girl to add them to their rotation. Never give them no box, never even be interested in them at all, but they just getting free stuff, you feel me? This is why, like, I don't mind going on a coffee date. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I never for a first date took a girl for a coffee date, but if I ever thought, I'm sure I might do it one day. And if a girl, if she's so against it, if she's disrespectful talking about she against it, then I'm just gonna cut off the whole thing and just be like, I'm not messing with her. But if she just was respectfully like, I just don't want to go get coffee, I'd rather do this, please, I appreciate it, but nah, then I might consider taking her somewhere else. But there's nothing wrong with taking a girl out on a coffee date. Honestly, when a girl really likes you, fellas, listen to what I'm about to say. When a girl really likes you, she makes it that much more easier for you. Like, I done had girls, like, I remember one girl, I dated this girl in New York. I'm not gonna say her name, obviously. Beautiful dancer, you feel me? And she was really interested in me, honestly, more than I was interested in her, because I just was focused on myself, trying to self-improve. But basically, when I first took her out on a date, she offered to pay. She tried her best to pay. She tried to fight, you know, when the waiter come for the card, she tried to fight me to give her card. When we went to the movies, she tried to fight me to pay. I didn't let her because I try to be a gentleman. I feel like if you take a girl out, you should pay, no matter what y'all do, you feel me? But point is, she made it so much easier for me to freaking pursue her. Whenever I was available and she was available, she made sure she came and saw me, or I was able to come see her. She was offering to pay for Ubers. She didn't care if we went for coffee. She didn't care if we just hung out and didn't spend money. You know why? Because she really was interested in me. But when they're not really interested in you that much, one thing that they do, they gonna try to get your resources. They gonna try to get as much out of you as they possibly can. I know girls right now that's simply not interested in a dude, but if they need 40, like, I was hanging out with my home girl a week and a half ago, and she texted a nigga. She was like, you want to see how easy I got it? I was like, show me, yo. Cause like, she my homie, and she a really attractive girl. I knew her ever since high school. She texted some nigga she knew from college. She was like, look, I need $40 right now. I'm trying to get some food and I'm broke. Can you send it? He was like, you know I got you, babe. He sent her $60. She never gave up the box to him. She not even interested in him. She literally was going through his IG in front of me, clowning this nigga. You feel me? So let's hear what she said again. But these women are wrong, bro. Nothing wrong with a coffee date, yo.
I feel like the kind of man that is inviting a woman out on a very first date at a coffee shop is a man who is either trying to be cheap or a man who is going out on several dates and he's trying to save money on those dates. And so he's trying to find the most cost-effective
Nope.
option for dating a woman. What I find really interesting is I've watched videos here on TikTok where some people are like, I went out on a coffee date, is that the dude, he arrives there early and he's like sitting down with his coffee when she comes in and he's like, I'll sit in here and save the spot. Like, he won't even like get up and go buy her coffee. You're already trying to do the cheapest possible.
First of all, another thing about a coffee date and dating in this day and age. So if you meet a girl on Tinder, a lot of these girls don't be looking like they profile. So you know where a coffee date helps a guy, he's able to see you before he spend money, because a lot of these high-end restaurants, you got to get reservations and you got to pay a little bit of a fee for reservations. I remember I went out to one really nice restaurant in New York with the CEO of the company I used to work for. Guess how much the reservation cost? It was like $70 just to book the reservation. Like, what? I didn't have to pay. He paid for all of his employees because he just got it like that. I'm trying to get like him. But you feel me? When I always used to ask him like uncomfortable questions, he used to answer because he was kind of like my mentor at the time. But $70 just for a reservation. So I could imagine how much the food cost. When we was out, I tried to buy the cheapest thing I could possibly buy. You feel me? I even asked for water because I tried to be like, you feel me? But point is, a lot of these girls don't be looking like they profile pic. You don't look like how you look on Instagram. You don't look like how you look on Tinder. So I'm asking you to coffee if I can see how you look actually in real life before I spend my hard-earned resources with you. When you have Beyonce in a profile pic and you look like, I don't know, you look like, I don't
possible
even
date option, and you can't even buy her a coffee. It screams stingy. And to me, that's like a bad way to start off. If you're looking for a provider and a man can't at the very least provide you with a meal on the first date, I just see that as a red flag.
Even when we provide y'all with meal, I'm sure some of my people seen the video with the cheesecake girl. She refused the cheesecake factory because she thought she was too good. Like, even with that, y'all be trying to.
I'm sure it could be different. He might have been used in the past, and y'all know how I feel about men always expecting you to pay for the sins of the other women. Like, everybody has used me for a free meal, so now I got to make you get a coffee date. Like, I hate that idea. And it's rare that a man goes from stingy in the beginning to all of a sudden he's generous. I feel the same way about men who want to come over to your place or want you to come over to theirs to cook for somebody on a first date. Like, we don't even know each other well enough. Why would I go into your home?
Honestly, I don't mind that. I'd rather, like, for men that got their own crib, first of all, I need you to get cameras in every single room. That way, if some shit pop off, and make sure you're not doing nothing weird, make sure you're not trying to rape no girls, beat on no girls, nothing like that, but the cameras are there in order to protect you, because you know some of these women be lying. Some of these women might say you raped them or something like that, especially if you got some clout money when you actually didn't. So one, get you some cameras, that way you're protected. And two, I don't believe in going to a girl's crib on a first date, but I don't mind if she come to my crib, because like, I don't mind cooking. You feel me? Cooking is fun, and I think it could be a great first date if y'all try to have fun and do it together. I get what she's saying, but I don't think it's really nothing wrong if y'all really like have fun and don't be weird. You feel me?
Absolutely not. Like, it's always trying to be cheap. My thing is this. For the woman that he's truly interested in, he's going to go take her out, wine and dine her, and show her a good time. To me, the least amount of effort a man is willing to put in on a first date, that's how he really feels about you. In my opinion, I really believe that. Because if he can afford to take you out on a nice dinner and he doesn't, he gives you coffee.
We just not trying to be used no more. We know the game now.
It's like him trying to like make you jump through hoops, make you prove yourself. I've also heard about this girl one time when she was talking about the man said, we're going to go Dutch on the first date. And if we have a good time, if I like you and all that, then I'll pay for the next date. Excuse me? Like, I gotta behave like some dog? Like, are you insane? No. When men start pulling out the hoops for you to jump through, Don't ever do it.
Coffee dates don't make it easier for you. They make it easier for him to date multiple women. Oh, well, they just
Why
don't
this
go
clip pop
losers.
up again?
Oh, but the dating experts say who said you're not
Let's
for
see what she
multiple
said.
to date multiple women. Oh, well, they just make it easy for me. You're making yourself easy to date for multiple men. Nobody's gonna want to date me if I don't go on coffee dates. That's the point. You're not for everybody. You're not supposed to be. You want to be appealing to the losers? Oh, but the dating experts say who
But
said they
y'all
were
see 80% of men as losers.
experts. Was it them or was it you? And since we
And
started
y'all all think y'all Beyonce.
calling them experts, how many questions do you have in your mind every day? Wondering why you don't get texts back or why they didn't hit you up before the date. Oh, but I'm making it so easy to date me. I'm just going out for coffee. And they still don't want to meet up with you? Yeah, that's because they're lamos. Lamos trying to spend the least amount of time and the least amount of effort just so that they can know that they are desirable. Because
No, again, we're not trying to be used. I'm not trying to be a part of a girl rotation where she got one nigga for free meals, one nigga for just money whenever she needed, one nigga for sex, one nigga for this, one nigga for that. No, I'm not trying to be a part of your rotation. If you really interested in me, then we gonna find out when we go on that coffee date. And if I realize that you're really interested in me and I'm interested in you, I'm gonna treat you like the greatest queen I could possibly treat you. I'm gonna bring you to the best restaurant, buy you a dress, get your nails done. I mean, I said get your nails done twice. I meant to say get your hair done after. But I'm gonna treat you like a queen after I find out you're actually interested in me. But I'm not becoming a part of your rotation just because I think you're beautiful. Beauty is common.
their self-worth is on the ground. And so is their budget. I will never condone a coffee date. I don't even condone drink dates. Oh, well, I'm just thinking about his time and his budget. His budget that is worth more than yours because as a man, societally, he gets paid more. And his time that he
No, bro. She done triggered me, bro. You done triggered my trap card. First of all, the pay gap has been debunked in this country 1 trillion times, and they still with this narrative that there's a pay gap. Men get higher paid job. They get paid more when we got the same job. No, it is cap. Stop saying it, bro. Them been debunked 1,000,000 times. You can research it 1,000,000 times. I'm tired of this, bro. Y'all don't. In America, men do not get paid more than y'all for the same job. No, it's cap.
has more of because he's not doing hair, makeup, and shaving his legs. Oh, well, like, I just want to be worth meeting up. He spends all day fighting with men. Men insulting him, men assaulting him, men telling him what to do all day long, and men asking him for thousands of dollars, depending on what position he is, if he's not somebody's subordinate. It is a pleasure to be in front of a woman, a beautiful one, who smells good, is friendly, and is giving her undevoted attention to him, and potentially...
See, a lot of these women, like, I seen Brittany Renner said this about her so-called future husband. She was like, no, he has the privilege of being with me. What? Y'all be thinking, see, the type of women that I hate dealing with when it comes down to the dating game is women that think they're doing you a favor by going on a date with you. Girl, you're not doing me a favor. That's what a lot of these beautiful women think. Like, look at her. She's generally a beautiful girl. I'm sure she thinks any nigga she go out with, oh, I'm doing him a favor. Look how good I look. No, you're not doing me a favor going out with me, boo-boo. If you don't want to go out with me, then say that. If you ghost me, shit, I don't care. But don't waste my time and don't think that you're so much better than me that you're doing me a favor. No, we're not. This is not a charity, bro. You're not interested. I'll move on. You feel me? Like, I hope you guys understand what I was saying, bro.
Her womb, which is his future generations. Stop giving sympathy towards his time and energy when yours is worth more.
Yours is worth more because you're better. Just because you're a woman, you're better than men. You see, me as a man, I don't think women are better. I don't think men are better. But it seems like a lot of these women think they're straight up better than men. Period. Would you date a bus driver if he drives the bus? You feel me? I mean, if he owns the bus, like, bro, I'm tired of this, man.
I've found
his time and energy when yours is worth more.
In my experience, I've found that men that often initiate with a coffee date, somewhere along the lines, I realize that he has a 50-50 mentality. Or let's say I didn't discover that he has a 50-50 mentality. I realized that he was not generous. Dealing with
Cat, bro. Just because you want to take a girl on a coffee date first doesn't mean you're not generous. I said this 3 times in this video, and I'm going to say it one more time. We don't want to be used. We don't want to be a part of your rotation. We want to know if you're actually interested. So we want to meet you first. And it might not be coffee. It might just be a walk, a dog walk. You feel me? A walk in the park. Something where we get to meet and I get to scope you out and see, is she interested in me, or is she just interested in getting a free meal or some money or her nails done from me or whatever it is, you feel me? But I gotta know. I'm not trying to be used. This is why men suggest coffee dates. I remember I went out with this one girl. This happened when I was like 21 years old. I went out with this one girl. We didn't go on no date. We literally went on a walk because we both was choreographers, and we met in like a dance class I went to for Deshaun the Prince. He's a popular hip-hop choreographer. So I used to see her all the time. We ended up being paired to do the duet. And we ended up taking each other IG and shit, texting and shit. So one day we met up after class and we ended up taking a long walk, and that was, we considered it our date. And we dated for a little while. She ended up moving, so we ain't take it further. Point is, it was a great date. It was a daytime. Great time. And I actually realized, oh, this girl is actually interested in me and I'm interested in her. So guess what I did the next week? I took her out to a nice restaurant. Not the nicest. I took out the Red Lobster, which Red Lobster is expensive, but it's not at the same time, you feel me? It was just a great time. And our first date wasn't nothing special. It was literally, we took a walk. We was in New York, so, and where the class was, it was in Long Island City, so we had to get on the train. We both lived in Brooklyn, but different parts. So point is, y'all get what I'm saying.
Men that for some reason is that he was not generous. Dealing with men that for some reason initiated or made the suggestion of a coffee date is the suggestion, because it does not mean that I actually went on a coffee date with them, right? Because whenever a guy suggests a coffee date, I prefer something a bit more intimate. Coffee dates feel very professional and businesslike. It's very weird. Are you trying to discuss the network, or are you trying to get to know me in a more intimate setting? So I would still go ahead and suggest dinner, and they'll be cool with it. And fast forward, it's realizing we're not aligned. And I think I just realized, you know what?
You see? But if y'all just would have went on a coffee date instead, he wouldn't have had to buy you a free meal. Y'all would have realized y'all wasn't aligned, and y'all would have went y'all separate ways. But now he get to spend however much money he spent on you for nothing.
Maybe those men are initiating with coffee dates because he's expressing to you who he is and how he likes to operate. So if you're a woman that's okay with 50-50, like, be honest, if you're a woman that's okay with 50,
first of all, these women be so against 50-50, which I don't believe in 50-50. I'm the type of man, I want to be able to, when I have a wife and kids, I want to pay all the bills. That's just who I am. But I'm not against like other people doing 50-50. Your life, you live life however you want. But these women, they be so against 50-50, but you fought for equality though. But like, do you want equality when it only benefits you, or do you want to just be equal? Because if we're truly equal, we're doing 50-50. You're splitting the bill on the first date, all of that stuff. But they don't want to hear that though. See, it feels like a lot of these times it's not equality they're chasing, it's equality when it benefits them, which is honestly a little annoying as a man seeing that.
50, it's okay to accept coffee dates. If you're a woman that's not romantic, coffee dates are for you. If you don't really like deep, intimate, conversations, right? Maybe coffee date is for you. If you're a woman that also, let's say you prefer a generous man, men that initiate with coffee dates are not for you. If you're a lover girl and really very romantic, men that initiate with coffee dates are not for you. In my mind,
you know what could be better than a coffee date and going out to eat? Like what I said, simply going for a walk, going to the pier in New York, doing a walk in a nice area in New York. That could be more romantic than anything. You see all the lights. You could go to see the sea and the like, there's so much you could do. You could take a walk in a really nice area, buy some nice street vendor food. It could be like a movie type of date, but no, they don't want that though. But I see that as romantic. Like that one date I had with that girl, the dancer I was talking about, it was really romantic. We bought food. We went to the water and walked over there, walked the board, all of that. It was one of the best dates I ever been on. You feel me?
I see men that initiate with coffee dates as being on the opposite end of the spectrum of men that offer drinks. I feel like they're one and the same, but they're just on polar opposites of the spectrum. With the coffee date guy, he is not generous. I don't know what's going on, but it's giving situationship. It's giving don't really want to do much. It's giving 50-50. Whereas on the opposite end of the spectrum, the guy that's trying to have a drink with you, he's trying to move very fast. It's giving he wants to do one thing with you. It's giving he's trying to be too intimate. Both are just so like the extremes for me. I'm more traditional and old-fashioned. Why can't we just like talk on the phone for a couple hours, I don't know, for a little bit?
Niggas that actually got something for itself most of the time don't have the time to talk on the phone with you for a couple hours, because it's a complete waste of our time and energy where we could be using that to make money. Facts.
Can you initiate with like a planned date?
Instead of talking on the phone with you, we rather spend time in person and actually get to know you.
Come pick me up from my house, or you send an Uber for me, or you say, hey, let's meet at this time. We sit down and have dinner like adults and have a discussion. Is that too much to ask for? But it is for people that prefer coffee dates.
Honestly, I'm the type of guy, I'm more of like an active date type of guy. I have been on first dates that was successful where I took a girl out on normally like whenever I take a girl to eat, I always take it to the movies after or before. I don't know why. That's just what I end up doing. But I'm the type of guy, my favorite type of dates with a girl is like active dates. Let's go bowling. That's the cliche GTA 4 date. Let's go take a walk on the pier and see the city, do something cool. I like active dates. Let's go painting or some shit. I feel like hiking would be a little bit weird if the girl don't know you, because she don't know you. She might think, oh, he may be a serial killer. So hiking may not be the best depending on a girl. What else? Basically active type things. I think those are the best dates, honestly.
I've done one coffee date ever in my entire life, and this is the reason why I will never ever do it again. I matched with this guy. This is in my straight era, so I was only dating guys. And he was very persistent. He really wanted to take me out. So I was like, okay, whatever, he's being persistent, let's go out. He offers a coffee date, and at the time I'm like so single. I'm like, whatever, like I've never done a coffee date before. A lot of times usually guys will take you out to dinner, but whatever, he wants to go on a coffee date. He sends me the place, he sends me the time, and then we meet and we grab coffee. It seemed nice on paper because he like drove a nice car, he had a Porsche, he had like the same dog that I have, he travels a lot, which is okay. And then he starts talking about how he goes on so many dates on this app that we met on. He's talking about how he is constantly going on dates with the app that we met on, and he loves doing coffee dates because like this is exactly what I'm talking about. Coffee dates are easy, and I'm
'cause he's actually finding out whether you're interested or not. See, a lot of girls don't actually be interested, and they'll think that you have the privilege of even being in their vicinity, to even be in the same room as them. So he wants to weed out the ones that actually want them and that don't actually want them. So yeah, coffee dates are easier in that aspect. But either way, dating is easy because y'all give up the punani for free anyway. Y'all gonna give it the punani as long as we make y'all feel good. So really, y'all not being no sex till marriage, I'm not shaming y'all for it, but it's true. Because y'all give up the punani so easily, we are not inclined to really do much for you. Maybe we're inclined to take you out to eat, but other than that, what else are we inclined to do? Because we don't have to marry you to get it. We don't have to do none of that. Like, I done messed with married women with boyfriends, all of that, you feel me? And this is when I was young. Like, I didn't even have a car. In the past, some of the girls I messed with, and they still gave it up without me giving them no money or nothing. So if you just giving it up without me providing nothing, why should I? Like, you feel, y'all get what I'm trying to say? It's hard for me to explain.
% sure that I paid for my own coffee too. Let me start off by saying no woman is a gold digger because they want you to take her out to dinner. A man asks you out on a date, and they should be expected to pay because they asked you out. Are we asking for a lot? Even a platonic friend, a co-worker would offer to pay for your coffee. but not this date. Man that wants to be your partner, a man that wants to be your significant other, a man that...
If I ever take a girl from like a website, like a dating app or something, let's use Tinder. If I ever take a girl out for Tinder and I see her in person and she looks nothing how she looks in her pictures, I'm gonna make her pay for her own meal. I'm gonna keep it a band. If she look like her pictures, but if she's honest, I'm not saying she got to be the baddest bee in the world, but she got to be honest about who she look like. If you a 6 out of 10, be honest about that, you feel me? But don't have all these filters and waist trainers and all this bull crap, like, you feel me? Look like you Beyonce and then you come to the date looking like, I don't know, something.
Doesn't even buy you a coffee. Okay. There's gonna be people like, oh my god, I met my husband on a coffee date. Like, okay, you're an exception to the rule. You're the very small 1% exception. Like, you can have that. I've learned that coffee dates are a waste of my time. They're cheap, they're lazy, and I'm not cheap, and I'm not for someone that's lazy. I'm a queen and I deserve to be treated like a queen, and if you want to go out with me, then you better step the fuck up, because some people will accept less, but I won't. To wrap up the story, he messaged me not 1 day later, 1 month later, being like, I'm so sorry, I forgot to follow up. Like, my friend of a friend got sick, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my god, you're one of those. Why'd you have to be one of those? Anyways, yeah, big waste of my time. Don't even bother.
Like and subscribe for more.
Man, I thought this video was interesting. Honestly, I ain't disagree with everything they said. Some of the things they said was factual. I'm gonna give it to them. But I just wanted to say the male's perspective, because women need to learn that we're learning the game, bro. Like, the internet doesn't expose y'all tactics in a lot of ways. Like, right now, I'm at the point where no woman could play me, and if you do, you honestly the GOAT, because it's hard to play me, because if you're not interested in me, I'm gonna know. Maybe not right away, but I'm gonna know within the first couple minutes that you're not really interested. You can't just use me for a dinner date. You can't just use me for my attention, because once I realize you're doing it, it get cut off. You feel me? A lot of the things that y'all do is being exposed now. We know. We caught on. So you can't play us, bro. I don't think anything wrong with a coffee date. Personally, I get why they may not want it. I get why they want to go out to eat. But there's so much reasons why men are against freaking taking girls out to eat for the first date. Even Austin Dunn, you feel me? He's a really popular, handsome guy, you feel me? Real fit, real rich, you feel me? He's a YouTuber I follow, and even he talks about it. He rich as fuck. He don't got no problem, no money problems, but he still feel iffy about taking girls out on dates, because he know what? He knows the game. This is all a game. Let me know your comments let me know what you think in the comments. Like this video, subscribe for more content, and peace, y'all.